guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to be snacking on cucumber. They call it kurku. Hope you can see it. Kurku. So today I want to talk about some of the few things that I have noticed that are different in Finland and Kenya. I had to write down some notes because I can't remember all of them. First of all, in Finland, alcohol is sold like from 9 to 9 in the evening, at night again. And you find that in the supermarkets, they only sell the light stuff like beer, but the hard stuffs, you can buy them from Alco. They have, I don't know if it is a government store or anything, but I'm not sure. But it's called Alco. That's the place that you can buy hard stuff like wine, and gin, like the hard stuff. I think if you can get me. And I think Alco is not also open on Sundays. And then again, on Saturdays they close so early. So if someone, maybe you have a bash or a party, you just need to do your shopping early. Or maybe to be more flexible, you can do it in the course of the week. So alcohol here is somehow restricted with the buying time. Maybe they are trying to control how people take alcohol. I don't know. In Kenya, you know how alcohol is readily available. Like people can even buy it even in the middle of the night if you're having a party or something, and then maybe you have more visitors coming who were not even supposed to be in the program. You can even order for more. Like you can even order alcohol online. The regulation is from a certain age that people are supposed to take alcohol. And number 2, bank payments. So when I came to Finland, one of the things that made me like feel like crying almost every day was the bank thing. Like bank is, I don't know, should I say, like, is very important here in Finland. In my country, you can even meet someone on the way, like a salesperson, and they open for you a bank account. Like it's not a big deal. And then in Kenya, banks are so many and there is a lot of competition. If you just go online and Google like banks in Kenya, you can even get a list of more than 20, I think. Like we have so many banks. And then we also have M-Pesa, which came and changed everything in the banking industry. Like the banking industry had to loosen up. Long time ago, I remember when I was starting my bachelor's, I needed a bank account. And when I needed a bank account, I went to a certain bank. And this bank used to open bank accounts only when you have a referee, like someone who has an account there. I remember I talked to my dad who used to have an account at that bank. And it was a lot of processes. I even had to like just leave it alone and go open a bank account from somewhere else. So banks in Kenya right now, they are like one of the easiest things to have, like bank account. You can even, like me, I have a number of bank accounts, like I think I have more than 5 bank accounts in Kenya. And you can have a bank account that you buy for, like I have a bank account that I use for buying things online. There is a bank account that I can say I used maybe to put money for savings. There is a bank account that I would use for my regular payments. And there is a bank account that you have salary account. And most of the time when you go to work to a company, Maybe for instance, I work somewhere, they'll be like, we need you to have this. I don't want to mention the bank names, but let me just use one example. Like you find a company that maybe they have a agreement with Family Bank, and then they'll be there asking you to just open a bank account with Family Bank. And then you go, there was a time I used to work as a salesperson at let's say I worked at different banks as a salesperson, but I don't know if I should mention. Anyway, let me not mention them. Then when you want to like open to work there, you need a bank account from there, because like some people will be like, oh, if you have a bank account from a different bank, your salary will take a lot of time to reflect, blah blah blah, so many shenanigans. But most of the time, as a salesperson, they use, what I know is, you can go talk to a company, and then that company will be like, oh, we will be giving you business. So when they have a new employee, they will be there asking you to come open an account. So you see, it's like business and competition at the same time, because there are so many banks in Kenya. So if you need to be on your toes to compete with the other banks, and banks have made it so easy. Like everything is so easy. You don't even need to go to the bank. We just need pay bill, and you send from your mobile phone. You send money to your bank account. You can withdraw from a bank account from your mobile phone, like so easy. But here in Finland, bank account is so important because they use it to like authenticate you, like identity, to identify yourself. I talked about it in my previous video. Like most of the things, if you want to do something online, they will use your bank account. You'll have to log in your bank account to show that you are the person who is like logging into that site. So bank account here is, and then something that I wanted to say is, banks here don't send you like a message when you have, even when I came to Finland, I used to use my Kenyan bank account, and it was like when I go somewhere, buy something, I would like swipe my card or pay with my card, and I'll get an email immediately, and then I get a message. I just feel like I want to mention this bank, it's so effective. I'll get an email, I'll get a message on my phone, and I'll be there like, oh my god, this is the exchange rate. Like it used to be a lot of money. And then another thing in Finland, one thing that like I really enjoy, when I was coming to Finland, I remember how I used to, when I was working in Kenya, I used to have like, my wardrobe was full of official clothes. Like I used to have official clothes for work, and some, maybe on Saturday you would wear a shirt, an official shirt, and maybe a jeans on Saturday. But on the other days of the week, like you have to be in official. Like most of the time you'll find when you're going to see a customer, they'll want you to look like you are really working in a bank, or you are like representing this company. You should come like dressed officially. A customer can even be like, how can I like talk to you and you're dressed like that? You see those kind of things. But Finland, oh my god, thank god I didn't even bring my, anyway, I brought like 2 of my official clothes, but not the very official ones, but I don't wear them. I have never worn them. Here nobody, you even find like everyone, someone is going to work, they're in the office, the way they are dressed. If you see the lecturers, they are just dressed like us. They are just, Finland is so like, you can't even know this person is this big, maybe they are rich or anything. Everyone is dressed normally. Once in a while I even do like makeup here, because you find like nobody cares. People are just, you can just wake up and just go to work and go back home. Nobody cares how you are dressed anyway. Not that you dress like a slut going to work, but people just dress down, like the way we dress when you are just at home, like maybe going to the shop. You just wear a t-shirt, your jacket, just trousers, decently. That's what I'm trying to mean. And then another thing about Finland, number three living in Finland, you have to keep time. People here, even like if today is 1st of February, for instance, and you're going somewhere on 15th, I'm telling you, someone will book their train. They will even know the bus that will take them to the bus station, what time that bus leaves. It's not like when I was in Kenya, you could just be, oh, I want to go, I'll be traveling on 15th. So on 15th, maybe you've asked for off from work, you're not going to work on that day, then you wake up, you start planning, what time will I leave? Maybe just say I'll leave in the morning, then you just wake up maybe early in the morning. Here, timekeeping. Let me take my snack again. I'm still using my chopsticks. I have to learn to use these chopsticks. So someone will book, even they will know that I'll take a bus from this time. And most of the time, when the bus is leaving at, for instance, let's say the bus is leaving at 8:15, if there is a delay, it will be less than 5 minutes most of the time. And you'll find that when you're going to the bus stop, you feel like when I was in Kenya, and I think maybe it's because of the traffic. There is no traffic around here, no much traffic. And I think some of the things that make them be like that is because of maybe lack of traffic, and then they are, you see, for example, when I want to go somewhere, when I was in Kenya, if I want to go to work at 8, I'll leave the house maybe at 6:30, so that you go, maybe you don't know what will happen on the way. The bus might even break down. You need to take another bus to take you now to work, from changing from the other bus, and then the other buses, they come when they are full. You need to wait for some time, so you have to have like an extra hour or something to compensate in case of anything. So your work is starting at 8, but you'll be in the office maybe at 7 or 7:30. Here, when your work is at 8, you might even leave. If the place you're staying is 15 minutes, you will even leave the 15 minutes to time, knowing that the bus will come and take you there, and maybe you'll reach at work, and maybe you are reaching at work at the same time. Like sometimes, if I take a certain bus, most of the people that go, like for example, when I'm going to school, most probably there are those people who will be coming and using the last bus, and then there are those people who maybe they just used to going early, they sit somewhere, then wait, then go to class. So when I'm like when I take the last bus, most probably I'll see a certain person who usually maybe we are with them in the same class, and I'll be seeing them there because they are usually taking the last bus from where they come from. So you see, like, people are always, not someone is leaving their house at the middle of the, like, so early, and then arriving there very early before time. No, most of the people will just arrive a few minutes to time, like they don't, yeah. And then another thing I wanted to comment about is how most of the things, I think I mentioned this in my previous video, of how most of the things are booked online. Now what's funny about this online issue for me is, you find that when you're booking a certain bus here in Finland, you go to their website, you book for the bus, and then the bus, most of the time, I don't want to lie because I've never seen a bus that has written maybe on their website like the ticket is refundable or anything. If you book that bus, miss your bus, it's gone. It's gone. Just sit there, book another one, or the next, if it is a train, book the next one and go. But sometimes I feel like that's not fair. Because in Kenya, for instance, let me say this. Now this is where I want to compare Finland and Kenya. In Kenya, most of the time, when you have, maybe like you're booking a bus, you have an option of going to the bus booking office. Talk to the person who works there. You'll find they are there, their office. You talk to them. They show you like which seat do you want. You choose. They book for you. You even talk to them. Blah blah blah. And then, for instance, you just changed your mind. Maybe you talk to someone and they tell you they don't want you. Wait for me. Maybe you're going for maybe an occasion or a vacation somewhere, or there is something that you're going somewhere and you have someone who wants to accompany you. So you have an option of even calling or even going back and asking that person, I want to change my bus ticket because now I have a friend who is accompanying me. Or is the seat next to me taken? That's if you are going physically. There is also an online option which you can book online. And then if you change, there is nothing that will happen. There is no deductions. They will just change for you your seat and you take the other one. And then your life goes on. Another thing is, if for example, I'm late. In Kenya, guys, I'm not lying. The bus people can call you. Can even call you. Where are you late? Where are you? They'll be rude anyway. Most of the time they are rude. We say how they are rude, but at least they have courtesy of calling you. And you have an option of even saying, okay, now that I'm late, I live near the other bus stop. I'll take it to the bus stop. And they tell the driver will pick you to the next bus stop. And then you didn't lose your money because the bus wants to leave and they try to make sure that this person has missed their bus. Another difference, most of the time you find that if you're booking a bus, the same place that you're going to pick your bus or to board your bus is the same place that they have an office. My friend, there is no office in Finland. There is online. You book online. If you missed your bus or you don't even know where the bus station is, you loiter around, look for it. The moment you find it, they have like a bus station and then it has like boards, number 1, number 2. So in your ticket it will be written you're taking your bus at number 2. And then so you go there, stand there, and most of the time, the way I was telling you, people keep time. You'll be there wondering, is this the right place? Because there is no one standing there. There is no one. Some of the people are inside some building near there. Most of the time, they are like, these are kiosks. People can even sit inside, wait. So they'll be inside there. So you might be like, is this the right place? There is no office. And if you go ask those people who work in those kiosks about your bus or anything, they are not aware because they don't work for those bus companies. So they don't know anything. Even if your bus leaves, you just get confused there. Calm down, book another one, take it and go. That is one of the things that I usually feel sorry for myself sometimes with these buses, because I like snoozing my alarm. So if I have a bus, sometimes I just better book it when I'm like there, because I don't want to be confused in these streets of Finland. Another thing about Finland, that's water. Water here in Finland is taken from the tap, directly from the tap. Like, water is clean. So you don't need to maybe like in my country you will even maybe boil water or anything, but here you just take water directly from the tap. And then even if you go to a hotel, like you're going to a hotel, you can even find they have cups in the toilet. Yes, cups in the toilet. You can be in the toilet and take some water. And then something else. Oh, I don't know if this is in other countries too, but I've never seen it in my country because most of the time I wash with my hands. I like washing with my hands. So here in Finland, there is this thing that's not the washing machine. There is a dryer. Yes, there is washing machine, there is dryer, that one I knew. But they also have like a room that has like a blower. That one I never. I think Kenya should adopt that because sometimes there is these rainy seasons. You don't need to go outside to hang your clothes. You can hang them inside those rooms, and they have a blower. You put it on, your clothes are blown. I hope I'll put a small video here to show it. Your clothes are blown, and then they get dry inside the house. So sometimes, this timekeeping thing also, let me add something on it. You'll find that if, for example, you're using like a public place to maybe wash or dry your clothes, they have time. You'll be given maybe like, you'll have like book maybe like 2 hours or something. But you have an option of having your own washing machine and everything in the house. But sometimes you might have it, but you want to dry your clothes maybe outside. You have maybe like rags and everything. So you have to book. And when you book, maybe you have given 2 hours. 2 hours after you, there is someone else. And when that time comes, you have to. So I think that option also is good because maybe you are late washing. So you can just get out because you want to give the other person some space. Because another point, Finnish people, difference. Finnish people don't like being so near with someone else. Like, they give you some personal space. They want it. Maybe you don't want it, but they want their personal space. And it is like, even when you go to a bus station, you'll find that someone is here, another one is there, someone else is there, and that's why most of them will leave just on time when the bus is going to pick them, because someone doesn't want, like, they don't want to be so close with someone else. Even in the bus, it's so awkward when you go in and then you go sit next to someone. Others will even stand because someone is seated, like they are seated in a line, so someone else doesn't want to come and sit next to the other person, so they are like just standing. Imagine, in my country, you'll just even go, like, even if the seat is full, you'll be like, guys, can you just give me some space? I also want to sit in the middle. Yeah. And sometimes you even find a friend, you get a friend, because in the process, the driver does something, and then you start creating like, this driver, what's wrong with them? Yeah. But yeah, if no one wants to be by themselves, even when you meet your neighbor. When I came, I used to say, like, Finnish people, when you meet, like, when you're meeting someone, you're meeting someone, you're meeting them face to face. I'm telling you, someone will like try to even do, like, they're meeting you like this, but I'm not doing anything. Why are you looking that way? Like, they can even be like, so that they just want you to be, don't want to get in your business or whatever. I don't know. They're just minding their own business, doing whatever they're doing, getting back to their houses. And when I came here first, but I'm brought up somewhere that people are social, people neighbors will be in your business. Like, they'll be in your business. When I say they'll be in your business, they are in your business. They even know even how you are under your bed, what you... Yes. I used to... Anyway, I don't want to... Let me say it anyway. My mom would be like, I left the house, I left the keys to that neighbor, so and so. So when you reach there, go pick it from them, blah, blah, blah. So you see, like, your neighbor will even be, you're cooking beans, your neighbor will be even be, you'll be like, hi, mama, so and so. I'm leaving, I'm going to the market, maybe look after my beans. Now you're cooking beans. So beans take time to cook. So they'll be coming in your house to even add water in the beans so that they cook. When the charcoal is over, they'll add some more charcoal and then they'll cook. They put the sufuria back, like, they help you. That's your neighbor. But here, your neighbor is... I used to have a neighbor, like, at my home, our neighbor could even have a small child, and the child could be saying, I have two moms and I have two dads, because they know their mom and they know my mom as their mom. My dad and his dad. Like, and they're like, a neighbor is someone like, you become like siblings. But not siblings like that much, because they can also be... Anyway, let me not go there. But our neighbors in Kenya, they are close people. They'll know when you're sick. They'll come to be with you in the hospital until the day that you are out of the hospital. When you have a baby, they can even be alternating, like, to come take care of you. Today, this person will sleep there. They'll be like, oh, your husband should rest. We'll help you. You just go home. We'll help mama so and so. So, like, your neighbors, you're living here, but you know everyone. Like, you can know everyone, because most of these people, your kids go to the same school. They have the dramas, they fight. You parents, you come and solve the issues. Like, our neighbors are like our family. I can say they are our family in Kenya. But that's the coastal part of Kenya, where I'm born and brought up. When I left now, when I went to study in Nairobi city, things are different. Because most of the time you fear these people. Why is this person close to me? Because Nairobi is full of people who are like, I don't want to say bad things about people, but you are somehow careful, like, but still people are still friends, people are still close. You have, like, you can go to a matatu and be friends, you can go in a church and be close to people, you can go to, like, you can choose. Yeah, you have an option of choosing. I want to be friends with this neighbor, this neighbor, this neighbor. You will have some that you are not so close with them, because maybe you don't feel like they have the same values or something with you. But your neighbors are like part of, even if something is wrong, they'll be there. Even the ones that maybe you're not so close, but greetings, even whether you are close to someone or not, greetings is something that, if you don't greet someone in my country, they'll be like, this person who asalimi watu, like, this person usually doesn't greet people. And it will be like an issue that even in the office, someone will even just be like, oh, so and so never greets people when they come in the morning, blah, blah, blah. So you might even be, when you reach in the office, you'll be like, hi everyone, how did you sleep, blah, blah, blah. Like, you just want to make people, and then you continue with your work. Some will even be going to one person at a time. The ones who like being so close to maybe a number of people, you'll just go touch them, hi, some even hug every morning. But anyway, in Finland, it's not like that. And I thank God, because I think the life in Nairobi somehow made me like start learning how to be independent, be myself. Because sometimes I would, maybe if after work on Friday, if I'm not going to work on Saturday and Sunday, and I close my door on Friday, when I leave my work, I'll go buy stuff, go home. When I close that door, I'll open it on Monday again. So somehow Nairobi taught me how to be by myself, and I don't even find it so weird here. The only weird thing is the fact that some people will be standing and there are seats in the bus. That's how I usually feel. Like it's somehow weird. Sometimes I feel like, see, why don't you just sit there? But I'm minding my own business. Here in Finland, you just mind your own business. Okay. Another one. Supermarkets. The first time I went to the supermarket, I would buy something and be standing there waiting. And then I'm like, oh, everyone is speaking to something. I cross the other side. In supermarkets here, okay, let me say in Kenya, when you're in a supermarket, there is the person who is picking what you're buying, and they process your stuff, and then you pass. When you go to the other end, they don't even look, or maybe they might look because of the maybe traffic. There are some people who are still coming, but there is someone who will pack your stuff. And by the way, in Kenya, if you go to a supermarket and you pack your stuff the first time, you pack your stuff the second, maybe that person is busy. The third time, you'll find people are starting to complain. Oh, that supermarket, the workers are not like, they are not bothered. They'll be standing there just looking at you, and you are there packing your things. And they'll be even willing. Let me tell you, in Kenya, as like the supermarket workers, they'll even be willing to pack your things, put them in the trolley. There used to be a supermarket which was called Nakumat. It was closed. They could even take the trolley for you outside. If you have a car, they'll take it to you, like to your car, and you, yes, they will pack your stuff and be like, they want to know if you can carry them, or even if they just pack it and leave it for you there to just pick it and go. But there is someone to pack your stuff in the supermarket. In Finland, buy your stuff, pay for your paper, and then you pack it. They just ask you if you want a paper. If you don't want, you pack it by yourself and leave. So that's another difference that I noticed. Another thing, even in the hotels, let me add that, even in the hotels, when you go to eat, you find some restaurants, like somewhere that you put your trays, and somewhere that you put the leftovers, somewhere that you put the ice cubes. Yes, you carry your stuff. When you're done eating, you carry your stuff from the table and you go put them at the right place. Even in school, I see it's the same thing. When you eat, you're done, you will just see how you put them, because you'll see some trays put somewhere, some cup, you leave a glass somewhere, you leave leftovers, you put somewhere. Like, you have to clean after yourself. Yes. Another thing is smoking. This one, at first it used to bother me somehow. Like, here in Finland, people smoke outside, and me, I use like in Kenya, smoking is not allowed for someone to smoke while walking everywhere. Like, someone can be in town and they just smoke. In Finland, people smoke in the public place. There was a day I was at the bus stop. We are just walking in the bus driver is looking at, because there are no conductors here. Like, if things are paid online, no one is there to be a conductor. So mostly the bus just has the driver. In Kenya, we have conductors. Conductors are the people who will be taking care of you people in the bus while the driver is driving. Like, a driver just drives. Conductor will be there to pick money, to maybe if there is an issue in the bus, they'll be there to tackle it, but the driver is just to drive. Here the driver will be there, he's the one who will check your ticket and everything. You go in the bus, and then when like everything is done, it's when he goes back and drives. So like so smoking here, people, so there was a day the driver was like checking our tickets, and as we were going in the bus, someone was just behind me smoking, and I was like, what the how can you be smoking in the line? Like, eh? How can you be smoking in the line? I think they, yeah, like I'm used to Kenya, where in Kenya we even have smoking zone. In clubs, there is a place that's when you're inside the club you can't smoke. There'll be a place separate for people who smoke. Even if you go to a club and you have a group that wants to, like, of smokers, you'll sit at a particular place. Like, but in Finland, you'll find people smoking, like, even outside. Sometimes I'm like, and then I think smoking is not a very big deal. Like, even someone is just outside the university. I didn't see that in the university in Kenya, that people can't even like smoke in school. Like, there is a way that smoking is somehow, I don't know if it is controlled or I don't know. In Kenya it's not, people can smoke in their houses, but then they can't smoke where like you're standing with other people and then someone smokes. In Finland they can. Even at the bus stop when you're standing there are also like these places to throw the cigarette leftovers. I don't know what they are called. Okay, and then another thing, recycling. I'll do a video just specifically for recycling. Recycling here in Finland is so important. In my country, yes, we throw trash in a place, but here they just don't throw it in one place like this, like a big bag like that. No, everything has a specific place. You have a place to throw glasses, you have a place to throw bottles, plastic, you have a place to throw boxes, like cartons, the things that carry other things, and you have a place to throw like the solid waste, and then you have a place to throw like biodegradable stuff, like when you peel food, like things that, yeah. So recycling is so important in Finland, and I think it's a good thing because somehow I'm getting used and it's just fine. Thank you for watching. Like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel. I think